Welcome to snowy Washington, and I'm here to talk to you about 5 ways you can tell if you're catching the fangirl virus. My name's Hope Pennington. I'm a homeschooled artistic nerd and author of the young adult novel Fairytale, and I'm here to tell you that I've been in denial for the past 22 years of my life that I'm a fangirl. I've never really liked the term fangirl. I mean, it basically means that you're a fan of something and you're a girl, which I don't really know why the term girl is exactly relevant. I know that there's a lot of negative connotations with that word, people thinking fangirls are silly, etc., etc. But I've finally come to terms with the fact that I have thoroughly and 100% caught this virus of fangirl. I've been to the doctor and they have said that there is literally nothing they can do at this point. I'm here to warn you and help you catch the symptoms, catch the virus, the symptoms of the virus before it gets too far, spreads too far. Number 1, okay, so you start watching a show or reading a book or watching a series of movies or even listening to a specific band. And you know, you've heard a lot about them. So step 1 is you see them. Step 1 is you start seeing this band step 1 is you start seeing a movie or a band or a TV show or even a celebrity all over everywhere. You start noticing that they're crazy popular. They've taken over Tumblr, they've taken over Pinterest, they've taken over BuzzFeed, they've taken over your Spotify or Pandora or your Netflix, and you're like, guys, seriously, why does every single stupid fangirl in the world obsess with Evan Peters or Dan and Phil or Benedict Cumberbatch or Loki or Merlin or 21 Pilots? And you just start being like, those silly fangirls, they're way too obsessed, this is so ridiculous. You joke about it with your friends. I saw another Justin Bieber, I saw another Jacob Santoris, I saw another Supernatural Tumblr fangirl page. Oh my gosh, LOL, those silly fangirls. Okay, that's stage 1. So you may think this is a sign that you are not a fangirl, but no. This is stage 1. Even admitting the existence of this fangirldom. Anyway, step 2. You start thinking, you know, such and such thing, you know, Hunger Games, Divergent, Doctor Who, it's pretty popular. I want to watch just a little bit, look up just a little bit, just enough to understand what this is all about. So, you know, maybe just watch it once or go look up Hamilton and listen to it on your Spotify. You go look at some of Dan and Phil's videos. You're like, dude, I don't get it. You go start watching a little bit of anime. You're like, dude, I don't get it. But just so that I'm educated, you know, so that I'll be culturally relevant, I think I'm just gonna, you know, just watch it just for that. Just for that. And you know, you get a little bit educated, start searching it on Tumblr, start searching it at 3 a.m. And just to be culturally relevant, you know. You might think this is just an innocent stage, but no, I warn you, I'm trying to warn you. This is the time when to nip it, to take medication, to start talking to psychiatrists, to start, I don't know, finding some cure. Number 3. You start interacting with the fans. Like, you start being, you're watching, stage 3. You're listening to Hamilton, you're watching an anime episode, you're watching some YouTube, and you suddenly start getting this feeling that, you know, you're watching a Doctor Who and he says something and this really sweet scene happens and you're like, whoa, dude, you know what's really weird? I'm feeling something the fangirls call it feels. Whoa, dude, and this is actually really relevant to my life. Like, what? How could that's cool. It's kind of cool. Like, you start telling your non-fan friends, guess what? I actually think this one episode is really cool. But right before you tell them, you start realizing they might think you're a fangirl. You better keep it to yourself. Yeah, so you thought that was still pretty cool, though, that you actually found something kind of relatively good, actually pretty awesome, in this thing that those fangirls are way too obsessed with. That's obviously not why the fangirls are obsessed. They're just silly and bleh, but you understand that there's actually a really cool part to it. So yeah, you just like that part. You just like Dan of Dan and Phil. You just like 10 of the 10th Doctor. You just like this one anime show. You just like, you know, this one song in Hamilton. Just that one. You're not silly like the fangirls. Stage 4. Okay, so at this point, you love that you're so interested in that feeling, in that concept that was explored in that episode, that feeling you got from that one thing, that expression of truth and reality, that you try to explain it to people, and you turn to your friend and you go, yeah, and you start trying to say, oh, Tom Hiddleston is this really cool guy because blah, 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 blah. But then you start realizing, before it even leaves your mouth, you start realizing, oh gosh, they're going to think I'm a fangirl. So you just go ahead and say, ha ha ha, this is going to sound super nerdy, super like fangirly and stuff, but I'm not a fangirl because A, B, and C, and I'm definitely not obsessed because A, B, and C, because just because I watched every single one of their episodes, just because I memorized this whole line of the thing, that wasn't because I'm obsessed. That was because they're awesome. That was because they're the perfect human being on the planet. That was because they literally that's because they literally ruined my life. Meanwhile, the person is literally walking away, and you're just at this point trying to convince yourself that you are still sane, because you are. You're not a fangirl. So, stage 5. You're still rambling to the universe, or Facebook, or any place that you hope that nobody will see, about how obsessed you are. Kidding yourself that your friends don't think you're a total fangirl, when some fangirls find you. Maybe you find them, because at this point it's really hard to tell the difference. You find each other, and they say, hey, you like this thing. You're obviously totally obsessed with it, and other people don't understand. And like, they don't understand. They think I'm like a loser, total loser fangirl. And then you realize that you're kind of insulting that person by calling them a loser fangirl, so you're like, they think it's a loser that I'm kind of a fangirl, like not really. Well, you know, they think I'm a loser, and they're like, I know, right? It's so awesome to be a fangirl, like, and they start telling you why this thing is awesome. And you're like, oh my gosh, you get me. Oh my gosh, you get my life. Oh my gosh, you are me. And what? And then they're like, oh yeah, that one moment in Hamilton when he's like, you know, why do you? She's like, why do you write while you're running out of time? And then that one part in Shakespeare, and he's like, to be or not to be. But then he thought the whole time, and he couldn't tell anyone that he saw his father, because they would think he was nuts. And then Tom Hiddleston did that dance, and it was just like life. It was life, and you're like, hug me, and you're like, yes, this person gets me. Other people don't understand, but we understand. And you're like, okay, and you say to this person, I am so glad I found another fangirl. This is when you realize you have to admit to the universe that you've contracted the disease, the virus. And you try to go to the doctor, and they're like, why didn't you come when you saw the signs, when you saw? But it's too late. It's too late. But the good part of it is, it's frankly a lot more fun to be a fangirl, and so you start finding all this fun in life and finding all this enjoyment in people that like obsessively love things just like you. It really doesn't matter anymore if people don't get it, because you get it and I get it. And this is my secret video to recruit you into the fangirldom or fanboydom, because I still think that phrase is a little bit sexist. But here we are, and we love you, and we will embrace you, and we are awesome. So thank you for watching this video. You have been secretly infected with the fangirl virus, and I sincerely hope that you are never healed. Love you. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Comment down below what stage of denial you are in that you are a fangirl. Even if you're a boy, you're still a fangirl and you know it. And what stage of fangirldom you are in right now. And how much about your fangirl journey. Tell us about your fangirl journey. Hit the subscribe button if you want to. No, it's over there. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos by me. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when I make new videos. And I just opened a Patreon account, so if you want to help me continue to be able to make the content that I've been making and become an epic hero, actually you already are an epic hero, and if you want to support me, just click on the Patreon link. It's in the doobly-doo down below. Hats off to all of you wonderful epic heroes and fangirls and nerds who be who you are no matter what. Remember that we are epic heroes every single day of our lives, and you have an epic day. Bye.